Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Tiny Codes. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about ternary operator. Ternary operator is one of the conditional statements that we have. So it's essentially a shortcut for if-else statement. So to explain that, we're going to build a guessing game. So the first user is going to enter a number, and then we should clear our console, and the second user should try and guess what the first user's number was. So before we start, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment in the comment section, share this video to anyone who you think might be interested in learning C++, and let's get right into it. So like I said before, we're going to build a guessing game. So we need two variables. We need to declare two integer variables, the first number for the user and the second number for the second user. So we're going to say int, and we're going to say first user and our second user. So we're going to say second user. So now that we've declared our first user and our second user variables, we need to prompt the first user to input their number. So we're going to say cout first user enter number, and then we're gonna store that number into first user variable. So we're going to say cin and then first user, and then after this we need to find a command that's going to clear the console so that the second user doesn't see the number that the first user has entered. So that's why we're going to use our system clear command. So we're going to say system open and close parentheses and then open and close quotation marks, and then we're gonna type in cls and we're gonna put in our semicolon. So what this command is going to do is going to clear out the console so that the second user doesn't see what the first user has entered as their number. So now we need to prompt the second user to enter their guess, so to enter the number that they think the first user has entered. So we're going to say cout second user, please enter your guess. So now we're asking the second user to enter the guess, and we're gonna store that guess into our second user variable. So we're going to say cin second user. So now what we've done so far, we've declared our variables, our first user and our second user variables, from the second and first user to enter their number, and then we've stored their number to the according variables. So firstly, I'm gonna do this program using an if-else statement, and then we're gonna translate that if-else statement into a ternary statement. I'm doing this because I want you guys to understand how it really works and how you can do your ternary control statement. So firstly, I'm going to say if open close parentheses first user is equals to second user. So if our condition is if the first number the user has entered is equal to the second number, then console out this block of code. So we're going to say cout, maybe you can say you have won or you've guessed right, so whatever you prefer typing in. So I'm going to say you have won and a few exclamation mark for excitement, and we're gonna put in our semicolon, and then we're gonna put in our else block. So else console out this block of code. So we're going to say cout you have failed. So our second command for else is going to be you have failed, so the user will know that they have failed. So let's run our project and see. So it says first user enter number, so I'm gonna enter in 9. It says second user please enter your guess. So you can see that the first user entered their number and the console was cleared so that we can see what the first user has entered. Otherwise it would be an unfair game. So we cleared our console. Now we need the second user to enter their guess. So we're going, it's actually we actually have an error here. It's supposed to be your guess. We're gonna fix that later. So second user please enter your guess. So let's say I'm gonna enter in 7. So it says you have failed. So this is how you could build this program using if-else statement. Now let's try and use the ternary statement. So basically what I've done here, I've commented this whole program. So I've commented our if-else code. So when you want to comment a whole paragraph, we use this backslash, asterisk and asterisk backslash instead of 2 backslashes for single line. So if you're commenting for a single line, you use 2 backslashes, and if you're commenting for a paragraph, multiple lines, you use these signs. So now let's try and build this program again using our ternary statement. So the syntax of ternary statement is, it's really like this if-else statement. So firstly, you open and close, you put in open and close parentheses, and then you put in inside this open and close parentheses, you put in your argument. So we're going to say, we're just going to put in whatever that we put inside here. So we're just gonna copy this, and then we're gonna put it in here. So this is our first part of our ternary statement, our conditional statement. You put in your argument, and then the second part, put in a question mark. So you put in your question mark. So after the question mark, you put in the code of block that you want to be executed if this condition is true. So you put in what the code that should be console out if this condition is true. So in this case, if this condition is true, you want to put in see out, you have won. So you can just copy this and paste it over here, and then you put in colons, and after the colons you put in the code that should be executed if this condition is false. So if this condition is false, we're going to say you have failed. So we're gonna put this over here. So let me take you through this ternary statement again. I said the syntax actually is open and close parentheses, and you put in your argument inside, then you put in a question mark, and after the question mark you put in what should be consoled out if this condition is true. So basically you put in this code, and then you put in your colon, and after the colon you put in what should be consoled out if this condition is false. So basically we took this part of if statement, we put it inside our open and close parentheses. We took this part, if the condition is true, we put it after the question mark, and then we take this part, if the condition is false, we put it after the semicolon, and that's how a ternary statement looks. So as you can see, this is a single line. It doesn't take much space than the if statement. We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Literally took 8 lines. With those 8 lines in ternary statement, we only made 1 line. So you can see how effective ternary statements are. So let's run our program and see if it works exactly how the if-else statement works. So it says first user enter number, so I'm gonna enter a 9, and then second user please enter your guess. So let's say the second user guessed it right, so you have won. You see the ternary statement works really fine. So basically that's how ternary statements or ternary operator works. It really looks like an if-else statement but shortened, and it only takes 1 line instead of taking multiple lines. So that is all for today, guys. In my next video we're going to talk about switch case statement again. So this time we're going to build a program which is going to count how many days are there in a month. So the user is going to put in the year and the month, and then you're going to receive how many days are there in that month. So click that notification bell so that you can be notified when I publish that video. And if you've seen value in this video, please like this video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to anyone who you think might be interested in learning C++. And thank you for watching.